Hey now, it's Ruben with Help Find the Others. How you guys doing? As always, utmost gratitude to everyone watching this, everyone listening to the podcast, everyone doing what you do, and just being a part of this universe with me and with everyone else. Um, so I was out mushroom hunting, and I I stumbled across. I got a little lost, and which I tend to do mushroom hunting. Uh, I kind of just follow topography and plant diversity to try and find the right soil types and stuff like that. And I go off trail and or don't even start on a trail and end up lost. But with phones and stuff like that, we're never really lost. It's just I don't know whose property I'm on or where I'm at on the property. Sometimes even which direction I'm going. Um, but I have a good sense of photographic memory of being able to find my way back, so I'm never too worried about it. But I came across this camp here, and so I didn't start. I didn't start on the state park property, but I ended up on it, and this is a backwoods lean-to, spot where you can backpack to and camp. And I've never seen it before, and it was just really peaceful. And the meditation routine my wife and I are doing, we fell asleep last night and didn't get to meditate. So I did my journaling task this morning for yesterday, and then found this spot and decided to do the meditation, which was just a really nice moment here in this little peaceful backwoods camp here. And there's a lot of people in the state park, but no one's coming way out here. So I'm in the state park, but um, I have a little bit of solitude here to do meditation, and I'm really grateful for that. But it made me think of something that parallels with getting lost mushroom hunting, and that's that in life, while we may feel like we're lost, we never are. And a lot of you have been here watching my videos and podcasts and whatever. A lot of you have been here all along. When I started, I was very lost, trying to make it as a stay-at-home dad, and went from that to trying to get back into working and not getting jobs and all of that stuff that goes with being unemployed, and um, felt very lost. It got very confusing, more than life normally is. Uh, but we're never lost. Like I said, we lack direction, or lack focus on a direction. Um, so to put it in mushroom hunting terms, when I'm out mushroom hunting, I just kind of wander around, and like I said, I'm just kind of surveying uh, possible habitats um, for the mushrooms I'm looking for and the conditions. Um, so that's my direction. So even if I don't know where I'm at, I know what my direction is because I'm looking for mushrooms. At some point when I'm done and I need to get back to my truck or whatever, I have to change my direction. And at that point, if you don't know where the truck is or know your way out, um, I guess you could consider yourself lost at that point. But then it's up to you to um, use what's available to you and your knowledge and whatever to make sure you can focus on your direction and get back to where you were going. And life's the same way. um, and it's a reason. uh, I find myself going like, I'm just so lost, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life. It's like, well, you're not lost, you're on the path. And even if you take 50 steps backwards, that last step backwards can be your first step forward in a new direction or towards the direction you were going in the first place. Um, and you know, I've done this several times to relate that to mushroom hunting as well, where I've looked over an area but not gone near this one tree, and looked and been like, there's nothing around here. Then went to another area and been like, there's nothing around here. And then been like, I'm going to go look at that tree again. And then boom, I find a bunch of morels, And so that's what I mean by like, even steps backwards can propel you forward, And I think, a lot of people during this time that we're all going through, feel the motivation that people are trying to put out there, and they're like, well, I want to reinvent myself, but I just don't know what I want to do. And, again, that's not being lost. That's just not having a direction. And it can be hard, and I've done this a lot of like trying to have my direction that I'm focused on is, 50 miles ahead of me. And a lot of times the easiest way to find our direction is to start by focusing on a direction every day. Every day that you wake up, if you're depressed, if you're anxious, make your direction that every day you try to have a day that you're not depressed or that you're not anxious. And if you can string a bunch of those days together, or just get used to what you did, be aware of like, well, I tried to not be depressed, but I was depressed today. What did I do that other day that I wasn't depressed or whatever? If you can be aware of what the mechanisms that your subconscious put in place, you can start to change your direction and focus on it. And whether it's depression or not, whatever you're trying to head towards, whatever you're trying to find, start small. Pick a direction for the day. Keep yourself accountable. Keep a journal. Make video blogs like this. Whatever. Focus on just day by day, and then when you get good at that, focus on the whole week. When you get good on that, focus on a month. Focus on a year. Focus on a decade. Whatever. That's how we find our direction. We find our direction by being honest with ourselves, being honest with others, and even if you don't feel like you're successful and you aren't where you want to be, one of the most powerful things we have, and this is what my journaling task for the meditation challenge was today, is about gratitude, which, as you already know, is a big part of my life, and it's been a huge change in my life because it is so powerful. We can be grateful for anything, no matter how little it is. We don't need to be, I'm grateful I after feeling very lost, found just stumbled on my job, much like I stumbled on this camp. It wasn't a job or an industry I was looking at. Applying for it, I was like, whatever, this is gonna suck, but I gotta apply for it or whatever, and just stumbled upon it. So you can be grateful for crazy cosmic stuff like that, but you can be grateful that it didn't rain today and you went outside and meditated. You can be grateful that you just woke up. You could be grateful for literally everything, because just as easy as the most simplest mundane thing in your life happened, it could have not happened. And you can unravel your entire life by like, it could have easily not happened. This earth could have not happened. This, solar system could have not happened. Everything could have not happened. So to be grateful for literally everything is super important. And this is our way of telling the universe, like, thank you, I like that, give me more of that. And it really is the way it works. And it sounds stupid. I tell a lot of friends, you guys are all in tune with the things I say and everything. So I know you feel me. I know you resonate with this. So I think I'm talking more to people that aren't on our wavelength. But it sounds stupid when I was talking to a friend who, lost his job during this pandemic, and was just having a real hard time. He couldn't get unemployment and stuff like that, or he has very limited unemployment. I can't really remember his financial situation, but it doesn't matter. Everyone has different roadblocks to stand in the way of being grateful, but everybody has something to be grateful for. Like I said, just waking up in the morning is a reason to be grateful. And it sounds stupid when you're down and everything feels shitty. It sounds stupid to have someone be like, well, have you tried writing down 30 things you're grateful for and meditating on it? Like that sounds stupid if you're like, dude, I don't know how I'm going to get dinner tonight. I get it. But it is more powerful than you think. Gratitude is just one of the prevailing forces in this universe, and I'm the last couple years have really just shown that to me. Uh, and I know on our Discord, like maybe I don't post gratitude every day, um, and I probably should, but a lot of that comes down to just trying to like limit my screen time and stuff like that. But uh, every day I do wake up, whether my knee hurts or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like I try to set my intention and my direction and my focus for the day. I'm being grateful and positive and happy. And, I mean, it's a struggle for myself. And then it's also, I'm responsible for setting that intention for my kids and my wife as well. It's like they tend to wake up in a bad mood and trying to get at each other. And, definitely the stay at home situation going on right now makes that worse and could perpetuate that. And I literally, after I, set my own intention, I have to do that for them as well. And just be like, don't start the day angry because it snowballs from there. And if you start the day grateful and positive, it snowballs from there in that direction. But yeah, to get back to what I was saying, like in life, just like in mushroom hunting, as long as you're focused on your direction, you're not lost, no matter where that path takes you. And it may take you to little happy accident camps like this that you can just hang out and meditate. It may take you who knows where. You have to be grateful and accepting of where that path is. And as long as you form a direction and you set your intention on that, you'll get there. Now, one thing that often leads us to feeling lost or feeling unsuccessful is not being accepting of the timing of the universe, the rhythm of the universe. To equate that to mushrooms, okay, so I know topography and plant, diversity to go look for. But if I'm trying to go find morel mushrooms in October, even if I'm looking in the right place, guess what? I'm not going to find it. The timing's not right. You have to respect that timing and understand when you're meant to, find your direction and when you're meant to, arrive at your destination. That timing and that rhythm, I don't think it's really up to us. And it's unfortunate, like say you want to be a musician or something like that, and you're inspired by some professional musician, and you can do everything they did to get to that point. But if the timing's not there, then we can get upset and be like, see, this isn't working, or whatever. But it's like you have to respect that timing. You also have to respect that maybe that's not your direction. I think I do feel you can do whatever you want, and make it so, as long as you stay true to yourself and stay true to the direction and to your focus. But there are certain times where something just isn't going to work out, or you have higher potential in something else, and that's what the universe is trying to tell you. It's like, yeah, you'd be a good musician, but do this. I mean, I've kind of felt that with myself in my life, where I'm a good musician, and people that I've been in bands with have been pretty successful. Maybe not financially, but they've done all the things they wanted to do with music, gone on tour and played overseas and stuff like that, and it didn't work out for me. But if I do look back, I've come to accept that maybe I'm too old to make all that happen now or whatever. But if I do look back, I didn't try very hard. I just kind of got to a point with music where I was like, well, I'm good. People should just like my music or want to be in a band with me or whatever. And, I didn't push. I I had the direction, but I didn't do any of the other work. So I guess it's like a threefold thing. You know, you need a direction, you need acceptance and understanding of the timing, but you also need to do the work. And you know, to equate that to mushroom hunting, it would be like if I'm sitting there looking around in dirty old mud puddles and there's none of the areas where morels mushrooms would grow. Well, then I can't sit there and kick myself and say, I never find mushrooms. You know, so it's you need to find a way to put all those components together in life to find where you're going and to be happy and content with your path and your direction and your destination. I also kind of believe there really isn't a destination. Like we're always just going forward, until you stop. But and I think the key thing to put all three of those together is meditation. And that's what I've really realized where, meditation, I've talked about it a lot and everything, but up until the past few weeks, it wasn't really something that I made sure I did every day. So I'm really grateful that my wife stumbled across this 21-day meditation challenge, and it's been great for me, but I think it's been great for her as well. It's something she's never really been into. And it's always been something where I've kind of mentioned it and she never does it, and so I think taking even just 15 minutes of a day to clear your mind, or just, have mindfulness and just focus on one thing. Just focus on your attention. Push out thoughts while you're meditating of all the other crap, your cell phone bill and your car repairs or whatever. Push all that out and focus on the big picture, the path, the destination, and the work, and knowledge you need to put in to get where you're wanting to go and to feel more content in life. And like I said, a lot of you have already doing that, and this is probably just preaching to the choir, but this is the message I'm trying to get to everybody else. And aside from all the other things you do to help our channel grow, with thumbs up and sharing links and downloading and all that stuff, the other part is to take these lessons that we're all learning together and spread that message. Spread that to, find a friend right now. Reach out to them. If you see them on Facebook or something, and they're bitching about the situation going on right now, reach out to them and talk to them about all this stuff, It's a really important message that humanity needs going forward is we need more peace, love, understanding, focus, intention, all these things. We need all this. Gratitude, probably first and foremost. I see a lot of people bitching, and they don't start out their rant about the government or, whatever. They don't start out that rant by like, listen, I'm grateful that I live in this country, but this guy sucks. Nobody starts out like that, And so it just shows that the ones having the easiest time right now are the ones that are most grateful for everything they do have. And I hope all you guys resonate with that message. And I hope, whatever path you're on, whatever destination you're going on, I hope you find little happy accidents like this along the way. And I hope that made sense. All right. Thanks for helping find the others. See you next time.